Seabridge Village is one of those communities that often comes up when talking to homebuyers that are looking to move to Huntington Beach because it's such a good location and because it offers two different styles of property. In addition to a ton of amenities, there's a lot of buyers interested in the community. So in today's video, we're going to talk about Seabridge Village in a little bit more detail. We're going to talk about the two different styles of property in there. We're going to talk about the variation of floor plans in addition to the pros and cons of living in Seabridge. Seabridge Village is a gated community that is comprised of both condos as well as townhomes. It's located in South Huntington Beach near the cross streets of Beach Boulevard and Adams Avenue. The main entrance for Seabridge is located off of Beach Boulevard just south of Adams Avenue, while there's another entrance located off Adams Avenue just east of Beach Boulevard. Now, both entrances are gated, but if you're a guest coming into the community, chances are you're going to use the main entrance off beach. With that said, Seabridge is actually divided into two different communities. One community is comprised of condos, and the other community, if you will, is comprised of townhomes. Seabridge Villas is the condo community that you're going to pass as you enter off Beach Boulevard. In fact, if you're going down Beach Boulevard, the homes that you notice that are located behind the gate, those are the condominiums, which consist of 344 units. Now, the parking for all the condominiums is in an underground parking garage, more or less a carport, if you will. So you don't have a way to truly protect your car, if you will, to enclose your car, but there are additional storage units in that area to be able to lock up belongings like bikes and things that you might normally keep in a garage. Now, as you come in that main entrance off Beach Boulevard and you pass the Seabridge Village, you're going to go over a bridge. Once you cross over that bridge, you're essentially entering the other half of Seabridge, which is most commonly referred to as the Seabridge Village townhomes. Now, this consists of 422 attached townhomes. Now, when people think townhomes or condos, they often have questions. What's the difference? A condo, in my view, is more like an apartment. You have someone above you, someone below you, someone on either side of you. Whereas a townhome, you typically have someone on either side. You don't normally have someone above you and below you, in addition to being on both sides. But these townhomes are a little bit different because depending on where you're located in the building, you actually might have someone beside you and above you. Or in the case that you're an upper unit, you might have somebody beside you as well as below you. But either way, there's a different feel for both styles of these properties. The condo is going to feel, again, a little more like an apartment. It's going to be smaller. They're going to be single level for the most part. Now, some of these units do have a spiral staircase in them that leads you to a loft. And sometimes in that loft, people have opened up the attic and created an additional bedroom. So some of the 2-bedroom units in there have become 3-bedroom units, but nevertheless, there's a different feel because the townhomes are going to be quite a bit more spacious than the condos. But with that said, there are a variation of floor plans ranging throughout the community, ranging from a 1-bedroom, 1-bath with just over 500 square feet to a 3-bedroom, 2-bath with just over 1,550 square feet. Now, the nice thing about all of the units in Seabridge is that they all offer some sort of outdoor space. If you're looking at the condos, that typically means that you're going to have some sort of balcony off of your property to be able to enjoy the outdoors, if you will. Whereas if you're located in the townhomes, if you're on the upper level, you're going to have a balcony. Whereas if you're on the lower level, you're likely going to have some sort of patio leading out to usually some sort of creek or water feature that runs throughout the community. In fact, there's a lot of water that runs throughout Seabridge, which is one of the really nice features about the community. Now, a moment ago, I mentioned the parking situation for the condos being underground parking, but the parking for the townhomes is a little bit different. You're actually going to have a garage. Some of the units offer 1-car garages where others offer 2-car garages, with most of them unfortunately not having direct access to the unit. So you're going to park in the garage, shut the garage, and then you're going to head upstairs or whatever it is to head into your unit. Now, because there are two different communities within one community, you have two different amenities, if you will, depending on where you live. If you purchase in the villas, which are the condominiums, you're going to have a clubhouse, you're going to have a pool as well as a spa, in addition to having a gym for the residents. Whereas Seabridge Village, on the other hand, the townhomes, they also offer a clubhouse, multiple swimming pools as well as spas. I believe there's 4 tennis courts in addition to having a racquetball court. Now, with that said, there is is going to be a homeowners association if you're buying in Seabridge, regardless of what type of property you're buying. In fact, there's two different homeowners associations. One, you're going to have a master HOA, if you will, that covers the gates, the landscaping, the water features, that sort of thing. And then you're going to have a homeowners association fee that takes care of your complex, if you will. So if you're in the townhomes, you're going to have an HOA fee that's going to be a little bit different than the fee if you're living in the condominiums. But either way, it is the same homeowners association that manages both. Now, this is where we start talking about some of the pros and cons of Seabridge. The pros are the location, the amenities, the different, floor plans, the options you have as a potential buyer. Whereas the cons really come down to one thing, in my opinion, and that's the homeowners association fee. As a real estate agent with nearly 20 years of experience here in Huntington Beach, I've sold several properties in Seabridge over my career. And every single time I seem to sell a property in that community, the HOA fee seems to be higher than it was the previous year. And this is something that I have a problem with. I realize it's a large community with a lot of landscaping, a lot of water features, a lot of potential things that need to be addressed. But with that said, I've lived in a homeowners association. I've been on the board of a homeowners association, and I don't necessarily agree that every single year your homeowners association fee should go up. And that is a big problem for me. So when I look at Seabridge, I see a great community in a great location that may or may not be managed correctly. Now, I might get some hate for this email, but the reality is the HOA fee is way too high. And with communities like this, if the association fee continues to go up, that is going to put stress that could end up causing a problem with future values in the community. Because if it gets to a point where nobody wants to buy in the community because the HOA fee is too high, that could end up hurting values. Now, with that said, all of this can change. In fact, when you're watching this video, it might have already been corrected. But as an expert in the area, I feel like you should know the good and the bad. And while I do feel like there's a lot of great things about the community, the negatives, in my opinion, with regards to the HOA fee is something that you absolutely have to pay attention to. But with that said, if you have additional questions about Seabridge, you want to see a property in Seabridge, there's something that I might be able to help you with, do me a favor and reach out to me directly. Or maybe there's another community that you want to talk about. But if you're someone new to Huntington Beach, you're just thinking about moving here and you're wondering what's so great about Huntington, do me a favor and check out this video here.